today in this session we will continuing the body fluids and circulation. Now we will discuss about the conducting system of heart. First, this is the heart. Okay, this is known as the heart. Now it is the sinus node. We will discuss about sinus node in detail. First, it includes nodal tissues, bundles and fibers. Now, conducting system of the heart includes what? The conducting system of heart includes nodal tissues, bundles and fibers. Nodal tissues are specialized cardiac musculature present in heart wall. That means in heart wall there are specialized cardiac musculature that is known as nodal tissues. Now, there are two types. What are the two types? It is sinoatrial node and atrioventricular node. Now, sinoatrial node, it is present in the right upper corner of the right atrium. Now, it is known as sinoatrial node. Okay, this is known as sinoatrial node. It is present in which one? Right upper corner of the right atrium. This is right atrium and in that right upper. It is known as sinoatrial node. Now, we will see about atrioventricular node. It is in the lower left corner of the right atrium, close to the atrium. It is also same. Look here. This is the atrioventricular node. It is AV node, atrioventricular node. It is right lower left corner. It is upper right corner and it is lower left corner of right atrium, close to which atrioventricular septum. Okay. Now we will see the next one. First, see this. Now the second, from atrioventricular node, a bundle of fibrous atrioventricular bundle passes through atrioventricular septum. That means from this, where is present atrioventricular node? It is sinoatrial node and it is the AV node. Here this is the heart. Okay, in that it has the Baxman's bundle, the atrioventricular bundle. We will see about atrioventricular bundle. We will see about all this. First, here they have given from the atrioventricular node a bundle of fibrous atrioventricular bundle. So from this it is atrioventricular node. It passes through atrioventricular septum. From this, the septum. Where is the septum? This is the tract. So from this, this is the green color. From this, the branches. This green color is known as atrioventricular bundle, and it divides into right and left branches. Right branch in right ventricle and left branch in left ventricle. Each branch passes through the ventricular walls of its sides. So it is ventricular wall. It passes through the walls. Okay, this is the walls, and we will see about detail. Now in the ventricular wall, it breaks up into minute fibers. Now here you can see the green color. Okay, you can see the green color. From this, it divides into further more branches. It is known as Purkinje fibers. These fibers, along with the bundles, are known as bundle of His. Now it is called bundles. Here you can see the bundles. Okay, the bundles, and it divides into bundle of His, Purkinje fibers. So bundles plus Purkinje fibers will form the what? Bundle of His. Here also, right one, and it end with branches known as bundle of His. Okay, first see this and we will discuss. Now here they have given all. Now it is known as sinoatrial wall, the green color one, and here it is internodal tract, anterior internodal tract. That means between two nodes, internodal, anterior. Now it is the posterior, anterior, posterior. It is middle, anterior, middle and posterior. It is anterior at the top, at the middle means middle, at the bottom means posterior. Now here they will divide into ventricle at which they have given atrioventricular node. Look here, atrioventricular node. And from the atrioventricular node, it divides into right and left. It is right and it is left. So it's known as bundles. From this, they have divided into bundle of hairs, that is Purkinje fibers. Purkinje fibers along with bundles will form the bundle of hair. This is the conduction system. Now we will see the next one. Okay, first see this. Now the same diagram but with a different one. Now this is the heart. Here it is the pacemaker. Okay, they have given detailedly here. Okay, here they have given detailedly. Okay, here they have given detailedly about the heart. Nodal tissue generate action potential without any external stimuli. I.e., it is auto-excitable. So, heart muscle can generate impulses without any external source. I mean, without external stimulus. It is known as auto-excitable. Okay, SAN initiates and maintains contraction of the heart by generating action potential, that means 70 to 75 minutes. So it is called pacemaker. Now this is the SAN. So as you can see here, it is SAN. It is the starting, beginning of the heart. That means beating. So at first it starts from here and it transfers to all parts of the body. So SAN is known as a pacemaker, which can produce the beats of the action potential for 70 to 75 times per minute. So what is called a pacemaker? Pacemaker is sinoatrial node, which produces how many times? 70 to 75 times per minute. Okay. Now SAN node, it is atrioventricular node and it is known as bundle of Purkinje fibers and it is known as bundles. Bundles plus Purkinje fibers will form the bundle of hairs. Now this is the first one. Then we will see the atrioventricular node. Now atrioventricular node also produces some impulses but of less frequency. So it is also known as pacemaker, but it is negligible compared to this. Okay. First see this, then we will go to the next page. Okay. Now we will see the cardiac cycle, how the cycle will work in our heart. Now how the heart, now this is the heart, how the heart will conduct, how many times it will beat, at what time, what are the takes us, we will see now. Okay. Okay. Now this is the heart. This is the small heart. Now this is the small heart. They have an enlargement. Okay. Now we will see. It is the cyclic contraction and relaxation of the heart for pumping blood. First it will contract and then it will relax to pump blood. For why? To pump blood from where? From heart to the body parts. Okay. So it is what is meant by cardiac cycle. Cardiac cycle means cyclic contraction and relaxation of heart for pumping blood. So you can see here, it is the cyclic contraction and relaxation of heart for pumping blood. So you can remember the definition of cardiac cycle as it is cyclic contraction. At the first they contract and then we will relax. This is not cyclic cardiac cycle. Now it will occur 72 times per minute. So it is the definition. Now we will see what the phases of cardiac cycle. First, joint diastole. Joint diastole means joint relaxation. Both atria and ventricle will relax. After that, atrial systole. Atrial systole means atria will only contract. Now ventricular systole. Atria will only contract. After that, we will relax. Now the second one. At the beginning, atria will contract and it passes blood into the ventricles. From ventricle, it will go to the body parts. Okay, after that they will go in relaxation state, and then both will uh, again undergo contraction, ventricular contraction, and then both relaxation. This is the sequence. After that, first see the definition and then the one. That means the steps, phases. Okay. Now first we will see about the joint relaxation, joint diastole. So remember, joint diastole means joint relaxation. Okay. First we will see the heart. Now these are the semilunar valves. This one and this one. Now this is the aorta. That means from which the blood will go to the body parts. The pulmonary artery, from which the blood comes from the lungs. Or okay. Next, it is superior vena cava and left atrium. Left atrium is from which the blood comes from the heart. Pulmonary artery means from which the blood will go to the lungs. Okay. This is pulmonary veins. This is artery means carry blood away from the heart. Veins means carry blood towards the heart. We have seen. So left ventricle, it is right ventricle. Now this is the parts of right atrium. Right inferior vena cava and superior vena cava will carry the blood to the right atrium. So semilunar valves. This both. Now we will see it. First, joint diastole. Joint diastole means relaxation of the parts. That means chambers, atria and ventricle. Now it is the relaxed state of the heart chambers. That means all heart chambers are in which state? Relaxed state. That is known as joint diastole. Now when the tricuspid and bicuspid was open. So when the valves, that means tricuspid and bicuspid valves are present where? At the AV node. That means tri means here and bi means here. Okay, open blood from the pulmonary veins and vena cava into the left and right ventricles through left and right atria. Okay. Now at the joint diastole state, which are open? Tricuspid and bicuspid valves are open. After that, which are closed? Semilunar and semilunar valves are closed. That means an opening, this one, to the veins, aorta and pulmonary vein, that is pulmonary artery. This is the joint diastole. And joint diastole means relaxed state of all chambers. When tricuspid and bicuspid valves are open, blood from the pulmonary vein and vena cava open into what? Right and left ventricles. Okay, we will through which left and right atria. Now which are closed? Semilunar valves and are closed. Which are open? Tricuspid and bicuspid valves are open. This is the joint diastole stage. Now we will see the next stage, what they have given. Okay, now we will see about atrial systole. First, they have given how it occurs. Now, SAN, sinoatrial node, generates an acting potential. So, here the sinoatrial node is present. Okay, it is right upper. So due to the sinoatrial node, both atria are contract. It is called atrial systole. How atrial systole will start? Due to the generation of potential from a sinoatrial node. Due to the result, the both atria contracts and it is called atrial systole. Then this increases the flow of blood into the ventricles. That means due to the contraction, this increases blood flow will increase to the ventricles by 30%. Okay, so due to the first here there is suppose it is right. Due to this, the action potential SN generated an action potential. Due to the production of action potential, the both are contracts and blood will flow into the both a left atrium, left ventricle and right ventricle. From this, the blood will increase up to 30%. Now this they have given this increases the flow of blood. So that means due to the potential, that means generation of potential, the blood flow will increase up to 30%. Okay, this is the first step. After that, they will go to the ventricular systole. Okay. Now ventricular systole. Okay, see here, it is the first one. After that, it will go to the atrioventricular node. After that, it will go to the this one. This is on a bundles. After that, Purkinje fibers. Okay, the whole heart will contract and relax at the end of the 3 stages. Now the action potential is conducted to the ventricular side by AV node and AV bundle, from where bundle of is transmitted to the outer ventricular musculature. So at this it will start and it goes to the ventricle. How it goes? It goes with the help of AV and node and AV bundle. Okay, it goes to the ventricle. For whole heart, how it goes? It goes to the bundle of His. Look, from where bundle of His transmits it to the ventricular musculature. So SAN will results in the contraction of atrium and then it transmits to AV node and bundles, from which the bundles will help in the contraction of the ventricles. That means contraction of ventricles. For the whole heart to be contracted, this is bundle of it will help. Okay. Now as a result, ventricle contracts due to the action potential by AV node and AV bundle. It will help in the ventricular contraction. It is known as ventricular systole. Now the function of atria will complete. So it will in relaxed state. Now during this time, atria undergoes diastole. Now but ventricular and systole. During the atria and diastole, but ventricular and systole. This is the one. First see this and remember, try to remember. Now they have given the next step. Ventricular systole increases the ventricular pressure causing. Now the blood will flow into the ventricles and the pressure will increase. Now due to the pressure increase, the blood will go to the atria, but it won't happen because bicuspid and tricuspid are closed, and from them it will go to the body parts and lungs. So 8 semilunar valves will open. So deoxygenated blood will go to the pulmonary artery. From pulmonary artery where it go to the lungs, from which they will go to from the right ventricle. And oxygenated blood enters the aorta from the left ventricle. This is the one. Now first, during ventricular systole, which one will close? This will close. That means bicuspid and tricuspid will close. After that, which one will open? Semilunar valves will open. Why they will open? Because the blood will go to the body parts and lungs. To the lungs through which ventricle? From the right ventricle. Look here. From the right ventricle to the body parts through the left ventricle. This is the first step. Now this is the next. First copy. First remember this. Now the ventricles relax. Why they relax? Because the blood will from the ventricles will go to the body parts and the lungs. So ventricles are empty. This is called ventricular diastole, and the ventricular pressure falls. Now the pressure will fall. Now due to the backflow, but the blood from the body parts and lungs will go to the ventricle, but it won't happen because the pressure is decreasing. So the semilunar valves will close, which prevents the backflow of the blood into the ventricles, and the tricuspid and bicuspid valves are opened by the pressure in the atria. Now the same after ventricular systole. Now the the atrium will open, the AV node will open and blood will come into the ventricle. After that, the whole process will continue. But they are in both relaxed state. After that, atrial systole, atrial ventricular systole. Now, ventricular systole is the steps. Okay. Now, this is the joint diastole, and that is a relaxed state of all chambers. Now, first, tricuspid and bicuspid valves are open. Now, the blood will come from the body parts and lungs into the right and left atria, and it will go to the left and right ventricles, from which semilunar valves are closed because it prevents the flow of blood into the body parts. And this is the first step. I will see the next step. Okay. Now this is the second step, during which sinoatrial node will possess action potential. Due to this, atria contract and it will call atrial systole. Now this increases the blood flow up to 30%. The atrial systole. Now we will see the ventricular systole. Okay. Now action potential from the SA node will conduct into the ventricle by whom? Atrioventricular node and AV bundle. And through the whole heart, it will pass on, to which is the bundle of his. It transmits to the ventricular musculature. Now it is called ventricular systole. Now during this time, which one will close? Atrial will in diastole. Which one will open? Which one will close now? AV node. That means atrioventricular nodes. Septum. Tricuspid and bicuspid valves are closed, but semilunar valves are open. This is the one. Now, look here, tricuspid and bicuspid are closed because the blood in the ventricle decrease, and so the blood will prevent the black flow of the blood to enter atria. They will open, so it will go to the body parts. Now they will relax. After that, the pressure will fall. Now the semilunar valves are closed. The pressure will increase. The pressure will increase means the blood prevents the backflow. So semilunar valves closed, and then tricuspid and bicuspid are open and are opened by the pressure. Now we will see the cardiac cycle. Vein. The first. Now first, ventricular and again undergo joint diastole and cardiac cycle repeated. After completion of ventricular systole, they will again go into joint diastole. After that, it will repeat. Now how many times it will complete? At how much time it will complete? It completes in 0.8 seconds. One heartbeat means one cardiac cycle. So it is 70 to 75 times per minute. Average 72. So cardiac cycle means one heartbeat. So 72 heartbeats per minute. 72 to 75 times per minute. The average is 72 per minute. Now it is the oxygenated blood. It is the deoxygenated blood. It is AO means aorta. There is an AO. This is to lungs, pulmonary veins. From lungs we will go into this. Okay, this one is going to this and it will go to the body parts. From this. Okay. After that it will close. This is the step we have discussed. Okay. So blood from the right atrium will enter to right ventricle and it goes to the lungs. After that, the blood from the lungs will go into the left atrium. From left atrium it will go to the left ventricle. From left ventricle to the body part. This is the step. Simple step. Okay, now we have completed the cardiac cycle. Now we will first see this. Now you will see what is meant by stroke volume and cardiac output. Okay. Now, at the beginning, they are in the starting step. So the blood from the body part will go into right atrium to right ventricle. From this left atrium to left ventricle. This is the one. After that, it will go. It is isovolumetric ventricular contraction. This is a ventricular systole, ventricular diastole, or the episystole, ventricular diastole, ventricular systole, ventricular diastole. First, cardiac stroke volume and cardiac output. First, volume of blood. Volume of blood during I think it is not correct. Let's fix this. Okay, we will see about this in the later stage. First, so see this. Okay, first atrial systole, isovolumetric ventricular contraction, or the ventricular systole, ventricular diastole. And this is the stroke volume. Okay, this is the one. Now we will see the heart sounds during each course. First, there are two sounds, that is known as lub and dub. Lub is produced at which stage, and dub is produced at which stage. We will see. Lub is produced at which stage at AV valves will close. This is known as the beginning of systole. Now, dub will produce where semilunar valves will close. Okay, during each cardiac cycle, there are two sounds produced. The first sound lub, due to the tricuspid and bicuspid are closed. The second sound, this is known as dub. Dub means a closure of semilunar valve. One heartbeat means a lub and a dub. Now you see this is the sound 1, sound 2. Now these are the two valves, atria. This is the tricuspid valve. And this is the bicuspid valve, and bicuspid valve is closed. After during the closing time, there is a sound. It is called lub. After that, the semilunar valves are closed. Semilunar valves means they consist of aortic valve and pulmonary valve. Thus, it produces the dub sound. Now I will explain again. During each cardiac cycle, there are two sounds. That is known as lub and dub. Lub is produced at which time? Because due to the closure of tricuspid and bicuspid valves. And the second sound, dub, closure of semilunar valves. So lub, tricuspid and bicuspid. Dub means semilunar valves. One heart to the heart sound means lub and as well as dub. This is the one heartbeat. Now I think we have completed the whole cardiac cycle. I think we have no doubts. If you have doubts, post in the comment section. Now we will do the next one. Okay. Do not forget to subscribe to Mahatma Academy. Now we will see the electrocardiogram. Now we will see what is electrocardiogram, how it what it used, what it measures, and so on. First, it is an instrument used to obtain electrocardiogram. Okay. Now it is a device used to obtain what? Electrocardiogram. Now electrocardiogram is a graphical representation of the electrical activity of a heart during a cardiac cycle. Now our heart is doing cardiac cycle, but we don't know either our heart is doing the cardiac cycle correctly or not. So with the help of electrocardiogram, we can see either our heart is doing cardiac cycle correctly or not. They have given here. Electrocardiogram is a graphical representation of the electrical activity. That means the activity, atrial node is correctly working or not, or AV nodes, AV bundle of His are correctly working or not. If they are incorrectly working, the atrial systole, ventricular systole, joint diastole will not work perfectly. So the graph is irregular. So we will decide there is a disease, so we can cure that. to get an AC, to get a job to which they have connected. They have three machines, three leads, one to each wrist and one to left ankle. So there are three electrical leads which are connected to each lead, each wrist and one to ankle. So two to wrist and one to ankle. That monitor heart activity. So to get an electrocardiograph, to which we have to connect it. We have to connect it to first one to each wrist and one to left ankle. That monitor act for heart activity. For a detailed evaluation of heart, multiple leads are attached to the chest region. If you want more detail, so we will connect some multiple leads to the chest. Now this is the device which measures the electrocardiograph. So this is the left, this is the one. So these are two wrists, one to each wrist. This is the one, and then to the left ankle. Now if you connect to it a machine, that means a computer, it will get a pulse. As I said in the first section of this chapter. So this is the one. We will see this type of machine in the future classes. First I will explain all. It is an instrument used to obtain which electrocardiograph. From which device we can get electrocardiogram. Electrocardiogram, the graphical representation of the electrical activity of the heart during a cardiac cycle. Now to get a perfect ECG, we want to connect multiple. This is the one. For our basic ECG, we want to connect each lead, that means one lead to the wrist and one left to the wrist. So two leads to the wrist and the one lead to the left ankle. This is the ECG. Okay. Now they have given more perfectly. An ECG consists of what types of waves? It has P wave, QRS wave and T wave. Okay. Now ECG has what? How many waves? Three waves. What are the waves? P wave, QRS wave and T wave. First we will see what they have depicted. P wave represents the excitation of atrial. It is called atrial systole. So P wave means atrial systole. So here represent the excitation, that means the contraction of the atrias. Now QRS means ventricular systole. T wave means relaxation of the ventricles. In the ECG they don't have given the atrial diastole. Okay. Now deviation in the ECG indicates the abnormality of a disease. Okay. If this is the normal one, so due to the diseases or some causes, there is some deviations. So here, look here, the graph is somewhat neat, but here the graph is some, the beats will increase and not slow, irregular. So ECG has a great clinical significance. First, due to the P wave means for atrial systole. So atrial systole. QRS means ventricular systole. T wave means ventricular diastole. So the ventricular relaxation. Now this is the P. This is the P. Now QRS and the QRS and T. So here it is known as P, QRS and this T. In the given they have given, these are the four ones. It is for the normal heartbeat, the full, the fast, it is for slow, it is for irregular heartbeat. Okay, this is the one. So I will explain all. Now this is for the P. P means atrial systole. QRS means ventricular systole. T means ventricular diastole. Now, in the examination, they will ask what they have not given in the PQRST graph of an electrocardiogram graph. Now, the correct answer is the atrial diastole is not given in the electrocardiogram. This is the one. Now we will see the next one. Okay, we will see the double circulation. Double circulation means it is a circulation through which the blood flows through the heart twice for completing circuit. It has pulmonary circuit and systemic circuit. Double circulation means the blood flows into the heart 2 times its circulation. Now it includes how many types? Pulmonary as well as the systemic. Okay. Now this is the heart. Now this is the body and it is the lungs. So first, what is the function of the lungs? It gives O2 and exchanges CO2 with the surroundings. Now the blood from the body will connect into the heart and it goes to the lungs and will exchange, and pure blood will come to the heart and it will go to the body. From body it will exchange CO2 in the impure blood and it goes to the heart, and the impure blood will go to the lungs, and so on. This is the process. So it is a double circulation. Double circulation means blood will flow to the heart twice during it for completing the circuit. So double circulation. Single means the blood flows into the heart twice, completing single for completing the circuit. That means single circulation. So this is the one. Now we see the next. First, see this and remember this. Okay, double circulation. Now they have given between heart and the lungs. Circulation between heart. First, from the body they get deoxygenated blood and it goes to the heart. From heart it goes to the lungs, and lung it go to the heart. Now deoxygenated blood from the right ventricle. Right ventricle in the right atrium, and then it goes to the right pulmonary artery, and then it will goes to the lungs. To the lung it goes to the oxygenated blood. From the oxygenated blood it goes to the pulmonary veins. Pulmonary veins to left atrium. This is the one. Oh, from the body it carries the deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood will go to the heart. This is the deoxygenated blood. Right ventricle. Right ventricle to the pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery to the lungs. Lungs to oxygenated blood. It goes to the pulmonary veins. Veins to the left atrium. I will see the next one of the systemic circulation. Okay, systemic circulation. Now, circulation between heart and various body parts. Oxygenated blood from left ventricle to the aorta. That means from heart it goes to the body parts. So from whom it goes to aorta, and it forms arteries, arterioles, capillaries, tissues. From tissues it again exchange blood. From tissues it goes to venules, and the arteries venules, arterioles veins. At the heart it has vena cava. Vena cava to right atrium. Systemic circulation provides nutrients, O2 and other substances to the tissues and takes CO2 and other harmful substances away from elimination. Okay. Now circulation from heart, between heart and various body parts. It takes oxygenated blood from left to ventricle and it goes to the aorta, aorta to arteries, arteries to arterioles, arterioles to capillaries, capillaries to tissues, tissues to deoxygenated blood, and blood from the tissues it goes to the venules, venules to veins, veins to vena cava, vena cava to right atrium. Now, circulation provide nutrients, O2 and other substances to the tissues and takes CO2 and other harmful substances away from the elimination. Now, that's the okay. Now heart will take the oxygenated blood from the left ventricle to aorta with help of aorta. From aorta it goes to arteries and it divides to arterioles and from capillaries. From capillaries, oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood again exchange and from venules, veins and inferior vena cava and to right atrium. This is the one. Now as you see, pulmonary heart and systemic heart are different but of same function. What is the function? Exchange of O2 and CO2. This is the one. Now I think we have completed this session. Okay, let's just see. Okay, they have given the complete circuit. I think I have explained all. Okay, this is the superior vena cava, the capillaries of head, chest and arms. Now the pulmonary artery capillaries of left lung and pulmonary vein, left atrium, left ventricle, aorta, capillaries of abdominal region and lungs, in legs, vena cava, right ventricle, right atrium, pulmonary vein. This is the one. Okay, let's see the next what they have given. Okay, we will see this in the next session. Okay, that's all for today. Thanks for watching this video. We will meet in the next session. Until then, keep studying and keep learning. But do not forget to like and share to this video. But don't forget to subscribe to our channel mahatmaacademy.com. Bye bye.